everybody, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Cowboys going up against the Vikings. With that, we send you up to US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis as we hook up with our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, thank you very much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Twin Cities and the expansive new US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Minnesota Vikings. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. First carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The starters now on offense. And Stephon Diggs, our first chance to see him today.
Brandon, remember we had this conversation about how highly recruited he was in high school. Didn't quite live up to it in college due to some injuries. But, boy, as he hit the NFL like a bomb. Stephon Diggs, a crafty, mature route runner who can go the distance.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. A big play there for Minnesota. 54 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. That is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. There were a couple holes there, partner. Was that zone coverage?
That's exactly what it was, Brandon. When you see man-to-man, that defender runs with the receiver. In this case, they were just taking care of their zone coverages, their responsibilities on the field, and the offense found the open space.
Bridgewater looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the grab there by the defense, the holding penalty call. First down and goal, the offense knocking on the door. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Latavius Murray, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Now the try here for the point after. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. They come out here in the eye. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
A first down throw for Prescott. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Love the misdirection plays. You get people geared up thinking you're coming at them with a big-time power move, and instead you go in the opposite direction.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd.
Let's go.
Bryant the man in motion right. On 3rd down, Elliott. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Let's just go ahead and go back through that play with his eyes because he's got to read his keys. Run or pass right off the top. You're probably going to read an offensive lineman to see if he sets up in pass protection, if he fires out for a running play. The next thing is you're going to check and see what the back's going to do, and if he ends up with the football, okay, now you got to check and see. Does an offensive lineman come downfield and try and block you? Are you going to try to elude him? Are you going to take him on and hold your spot? What are you going to do? In this case, didn't have to do any of that. Saw all of his keys, saw the play in front of him, and ran clean to the ball carrier and finished off the play.
The offensive line and its ability to open holes in this defensive front, something they were confident they could create in this game. Got the job done there, picked up the first.
And something they wanted to do. Have we ever met offensive linemen that don't want to fire out and hit people? I mean, they love the running game. Guys want to do that, and when you emphasize it, practice it, and work on it, that gives you an opportunity during the game.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And a look at the Vikings defensive unit.
Linval Joseph is in a hurry to get his name mentioned as one of the top defensive tackles in the game. I think he's accomplishing his goal.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And a little bit of a surprising move here. They will not punt the football. They will go for it on 4th.
Here we go.
Now Prescott on 4th down. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They'll get 16 yards there. And it'll be a Dallas first down.
And the tackle's made there by one of the secondary members. And I can guarantee you, having played that spot in the huddle right now or on the field, they're urging for a little bit more support from the guys up front. I actually remember one game where I hopped over a defensive lineman to make a tackle downfield and realized he was 10 yards downfield. That's not good. That's being driven off the line of scrimmage, and you can't have that if you're going to win a game on defense.
Second down, Prescott. That is caught at the 7-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Offense has been out there a while. This is their 14th play in this series.
Here we go. Here we go.
And they'll run it here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
This guy carrying the ball, your eyes are going to direct your feet, and you're hoping they carry you to the open spaces. But it's awfully difficult at times because you have so many things you have to look out for. Where's the line blocking? Where's the traffic coming from? Tough to find open spots.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. I feel like we just ran a marathon. That was a long drive. They probably wanted 6 if they're going to go that many plays.
And there were no checkpoints, no watering stations, nothing like that, right? Terrific job by the offense because not only did they possess the ball for that long, they wore down the defense. That could pay dividends later.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take it?
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 3 yards to go here on 2nd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. To throw is Bridgewater. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And some room to work. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
I love when a play results in a game that I can actually kind of fall back on one of my favorite adages, and that is anytime there's a run over 10 yards, it means that the offensive line did its job, but you know who else did? The wide receivers. Because the first 7 yards kind of belong to the offensive line and the running back. Anything after that means the wide receivers did a great job of blocking downfield, being willing to mix it up, and give them some more space to gain additional yardage.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Let's go. Wide in. Be ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Now for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him with contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. One man in the backfield, Elliott. A second down throw for Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Seven yards remaining here on third down.
Here we go. Ohio.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Hey, watch number 5. Watch number 5.
Bridgewater now on second down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they were able to get to him on it.
And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And this one is right through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. Eight yards to go here on second down. Prescott now on second down. And he will find his man on the outside. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. More from Minneapolis after this. And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on third. Now Prescott. It's complete to Grant. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. Elliott, toss right. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. They come up with an offset eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That's a good job there to move the chains. The more first downs you pick up, better shape you'll be in as an offense.
One man on the backfield, Elliott. Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defender's going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They come out here in the I. Running with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott as time expires in the first half. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Second down, Prescott. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the outcut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
Let's go!
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. 18 yards there and a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Here's Prescott. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Every now and then, you have some volleyball training actually comes into play as a defender. When a ball's tipped in the air, nice play by the defense, got a hand on it. But when it's in the air, it's up for grabs. And too many times in this league, we've seen great plays happen for an offense as a result of a ball tipped in the air. So what you really want to do is be that guy who comes off the back line and spikes it, knocks it to the ground. Don't let him have that opportunity. I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Here we go!
Now Prescott on 4th down. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. Yeah, after that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. They come out here in the eye. On second down, Elliott. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Now Prescott. Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And there as his guys will get the football back. Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
Let's go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he stopped immediately there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That play almost seemed like a baseball play. See ball, hit ball. But in this case, see guy with ball, tackle guy with ball.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Murray, the lone setback. He's going to get the football. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. Here's Bridgewater. Flushed out right. It's brought in by Floyd. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. A second down throw for Bridgewater. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. On third down, Murray. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. And they double them up here. That makes our score 20-10. So put another 3 on the board. And all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph.
Here we go.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Prescott from the gun on third. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Here we go.
First down, Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete.
The out route's such a timing route that sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning. And in this case, the ball was batted away.
The give is to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Third and long for Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get this up to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. They'll come out in the pistol. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Escapes the sack. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Off the play fake. Bridgewater. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Ryan Quigley now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is taken at the 15. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Again, it's Elliott. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. 3rd down now following the run.
Let's go. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. Oh, but he'll be stopped well short of the first down marker, and it's a turnover on downs. And now out comes Minnesota. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now Bridgewater. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's third down.
Let's go.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Here's Ryan Quigley now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Here we go.
They go to Elliott again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And, Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's got time. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football.
Come on, let's go. Let's round.
On third down, it's Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Jason Witten, the intended target, and that brings up fourth down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a big play that time on the fake punt. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on fourth and long. And now a first down following that long gain. They come out here in the eye. A first down carry by Elliott. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Let's go.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. A second down throw for Prescott. And he's got his man on the out route. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside, and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Here's Elliott. They find some open field here. And past the 30 down to about the 27. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
After another really nice run, this is where a defense coordinator earns his money. His guys have been on the field a long time, so he's got to decide what he wants to do to try and slow them down. Is he going to substitute some players in, get some fresh guys, or is he just going to try to attack and try and find a way to take the ball away from them?
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right about the 20. A gain of 3, second down. And the seemingly endless drive continues. turn it loose. It's incomplete. And the offense needs 7 out of this play on 3rd down.
Check 4. Let's go. Try 38.
Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Plenty. Credit to the defense for not giving up the first down, but offensive coaches will tell their receivers, you've got to know where the sticks are. Run your routes deep enough in order for us to pick that up.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And now out comes Minnesota. And they've kind of got a situation here. Still 3 timeouts defensively, so maybe you try to run a play.
And if you do it as safe as possible. And I think maybe even quarterback sneak. Take care of the football and make sure that clock starts to run before they call the timeout.
We'll see what they do. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. So this is where a defense can really pin back its ears, bring it all, sell out to stop the run. This time, it'll earn them 2 points.
They definitely guessed right here. A run blitz all the way, and that's a bad feeling for a running back when he knows he's got to at least get it over the goal line. But all he sees are opposing jerseys.
And now here come the Cowboys. So this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. So the D-line's going to spread out. One last shot now for Prescott. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Minnesota, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.